this time, just so they could be asleep, but they're up. So nothing I can do about that. So yeah, if you hear them, I'm not home, by the way. I don't have dogs. I'm not home. I'm in Florida visiting one of my best friends. And yes. I'm at her house. In Florida. So yeah, and they have 2 dogs who are so antsy. But anyway, today, we're gonna get right into the video. Okay, I'm gonna read a book. I'm gonna read part of a book, to be specific, and there's a book I've never read before. I only read one page, and then I thought it'd be cool to share with y'all. So yeah, this book is called Ace. I don't trace very well. Spades. I can't really see backwards here. Ace of Spades. And I'll read the summary by Farida Abike-Iyemide. I'll read the summary for you, and if that's something you're interested in, please keep watching, and if not, don't watch. Or if you just want someone to read you, let's do it, okay? Ready? This is a note from Aces. All you need to know is I'm here to divide and conquer like all great tyrants do. When 2 Nevious Private Academy students, Devin Richards and Giamacca Ogdebayo, are selected to be a part of the elite school seniors prefects, it looks like their year is off to an amazing start. After all, not only does it look great on college applications, but it officially puts them in running for valedictorian too. Shortly after the announcement is made, though, someone who goes by Aces begins sending anonymous text messages to reveal secrets about the 2 of them that turn their lives upside down and threaten every aspect of their carefully planned futures. As Aces shows no sign of stopping, what seems like a sick prank quickly turns into a dangerous game with all the cards stacked against them. Can Devin and Giamacca stop Aces before things become incredibly deadly? With heart-pounding suspense and relevant social commentary, comes a high-octane thriller from debut author Farida Abike-Iyemide. Let's get into it then. Ace of Spades. Part 1. The Ivory Tower. Monday. First day back. Assemblies are the most pointless practice ever. And that's saying a lot, seeing as the Nevious Academy is a school that runs on pointlessness. We're seated in Lion Hall, named after one of those donors who give money to private schools that don't need it, waiting for the principal to arrive and deliver his speech in the usual order. 1. Welcome back for another year. Glad you didn't die this summer. 2. Here are your senior prefects and head prefect. 3. School values. 4. Pin. Don't get me wrong, I'm all for structure. Ask any of my friends. Correction friends. I'm pretty sure that even though I've been here for almost 4 years, no one else knows I exist. Just Jack, who generally acts like this is a assemblies. Without these, life at Nivius would still be an endless drudge of gossip, money, and lies. The microphone screeches loudly, forcing my head up. 20 minutes of my life about to be wasted on an assembly that could have been an email. I lean back against my chair as a tall, pale guy with dull black eyes, oily black hair, slicked back with what I'm sure was an entire jar of hair gel, and a long dark coat that almost sweeps the floor, stands at the podium, staring down at us like we're vermin, and he's a cat. My name is Mr. Ward, but you must all address me as Headmaster Ward, the cat says, voice liquid and slithery. I squint at him. What the hell happened to Headmaster Collins? As I'm sure some of you are aware, Headmaster Collins resigned just before summer break, and I'm here to lead you all through your final year at Nivius Academy. The cat finishes, his lips burst. So, the rumors were true. Someone whispered nearby, it seems like it. I hear rehab is super classy these days though. I haven't even heard anything was wrong with the Headmaster Collins. He seemed fine before summer. Sometimes I feel like I'm so lost in my own world. I don't notice the things that seem obvious to everyone else. And so, Headmaster Ward's voice booms over everyone else's. We keep within the Nivius tradition, starting today's assembly with the senior prefects and the head prefect announcements. He swivels expectantly as one stiffly suited teacher rushes forward and hands him a cream-colored envelope. Silently, Headmaster Ward opens it. The paper's crinkle amplified to a blaring shriek through the speakers. He removes a small card and places the envelope on the podium in front of him. I start to zone out. Our four senior prefects are, he pauses, his pupils flicking back and forth like a black fly is trapped in a jar. Let me read that over. Our four senior prefects are, he pauses, his pupils flicking back and forth like black flies trapped in a jar. Miss Cecilia Wright, Mr. Maxwell Jacobson, Miss Ruby Ainsworth, and Mr. Devin Richards. At first, I think he made a mistake. My name never gets called out at formal assemblies, mostly because these assemblies are usually dedicated to the people the student body knows and cares about. And if Nivius was a setting for a movie, I'd probably be a nameless background character. Jack elbows me, pulling me from my shock state, and I push myself out of the chair. The creaking of wooden seats fills the hall as faces turn to glare at my attempt to shuffle through the rows. I mumble a sorry after stepping on some guy's designer shoes, probably worth more than my mom's rent, before making my way into the front where the senior teachers are lined up, my sneakers squeaking against the almost black wood beneath. My heart pounds, and the light applause comes to an awkward stop. How embarrassing. Imagine you having such a big accomplishment like that and no one is even cheering for you. Dusty. Anyway, I recognize the other three standing up there, though I've never spoken to them. I've spoken to Max, Ruby, and Cecilia are these giant, pale, light hair clones of each other, and next to them, my short frames, and they just started in the back, I'm sorry, and dark skin sticking out like a sore thumb. They are main characters. I stand next to Headmaster Ward, who is even more terrified none other than Chiamaka Odebayo. Loud cheers for the dark oak wall hall as Chiamaka walks forward. I notice her army of clones seated at the front, clapping in scary unison, all as pretty and doll-like as the leader. There's a smug expression on her face as she joins us. I almost roll my eyes, but she's the most popular girl in school, and I don't have a death wish. I shift awkwardly, feeling even more out of place now. If Max, Ruby, and Cecilia are all main characters, Chiamaka is the protagonist. It makes sense seeing them up there, but me, I feel like any moment now, guys with cameras are going to run out and tell me I'm being pranked. That would make more sense than any of this. I know things like senior prefects are a popularity contest. Teachers vote for their favorites each year, and it's always the same kind of person, someone popular, and I am not popular. I'm gonna be popular. Maybe my music teacher put in a good word for me. I don't know. As all of you know, the roles of senior prefect and head prefect should not be taken lightly. With a lot of power comes great responsibility. It is not just about attending council meetings with me, or organizing the big events, or impressing a choice college. It is also being a model student all year round, which I'm sure the 5 of these students have been during their time at Nivea's and will, hopefully, continue to be long after they leave Nivea's behind. Headmaster Ward forces a tight smile. Please give me another round of applause to our perfect council this year. Prefect, oh my gosh, council this year. Ward says, triggering louder claps from the sea of pale in front of us. I feel a few eyes on me and I avoid them, trying to find something interesting in the floor beneath my feet, rather than dwelling on the fact that there are rows and rows of people watching me. I hate the feeling of being watched. Now, for the school values. We all turn to face the giant screen behind us like we always do, ready to watch the school values roll down like credits at the end of a movie, while the national anthem plays in the background. In normal assemblies, we just pledge allegiance to the flag. But seeing as this is the first assembly of the year, Nevius does what is best, amps up the drama. So yes, that's just a little bit of what I'm reading. I'm not gonna track it today, because I know. But if you think this is interesting and would like me to read more based on the summary of the book, let me know when I will. Let me know when I will. Oh my god, this. These dogs are so restless, bro.